Gentleman is recognized.
Listen, I've been here long enough to remember when Democrats in judiciary and Congress were great advocates of civil rights and protecting the power of the legislative branch and the oversight that we should be doing over the executive branch, particularly in our case, the Department of Justice. And I don't have a nice typed up speech like we've been hearing from the other side, but what I got is facts. And what I got is recall. And I remember when William Jefferson's office was raided, we had the full affidavit for that warrant, and I read it. And it looked like they had a slam dunk case that he was guilty. But never in the history of Congress had the FBI come and raided an office without going through House counsel. And because of my background as a former prosecutor, felony judge, Chief Justice, I was asked to sit in on the conversations that became yelling matches between House counsel, the White House counsel, and the DOJ counsel and the FBI counsel, and everyone was livid that the FBI came and raided an office, whereas always before, they went through House counsel because our information is privileged. When we get information from whistleblowers, from constituents, they have a constitutional right and, I'd submit, obligation when they know of wrongdoing in the federal government to come tell us so we can do something about it. And now we're being condemned. Look, unlike the Democrats now who are not standing up to the DOJ and for civil rights, look, the head of the DOJ has issued an order basically indicating that nobody in the justice system is allowed to have their constitutional right of having a privileged conversation with their Congress member. That's outrageous. How else are we going to have proper oversight? And so, yes, you already heard mention we have 14 whistleblowers that have talked. In the last week, I got 6 more. This is systemic. It's not just Merrick Garland ordering that if you're in the DOJ, you can't have your constitutional rights. It is beyond that. We have somebody being demoted because he refused to make his field agents sign affidavits that contained lies that were prepared by the DOJ, people that weren't even at the incident. And then he got demoted, and his career's in jeopardy. And that was last week I heard about that. And last week we had a report from people that were making a protected disclosure under 28 CFR Part 27 that on the 7th floor of the Hoover building, they're not protecting the SCIFs and that phones were being taken into the SCIF. Well, we know you can't do that. And yet here at the top level of the FBI, where our most important secrets are being discussed and reviewed, they're allowing phones to go in that can be hacked and our enemies can find out everything. And so that was reported last week. First of this week, the director of the FBI, Christopher Wray, had his deputy report, that's a lie. There are no violations of the SCIF. So this week I got 3 more whistleblowers saying that's a lie. And one of them saying, I'm on the group that has to come in and make sure the SCIF is secure, and it wasn't. They were openly carrying phones. The director carried a phone into the SCIF. They don't care. So I would say, based on what we now know, that the FBI was paying Danchenko, a Russian lackey, for information, and they refused to provide that. It had to come from Durham. After 6 years, we get the truth. We wonder what else is being done politically to go after Republicans and the civil rights of people and the rights of this body. No, the civil rights of this body are being violated, and we need somebody on the Democratic side to step up the way I did when William Jefferson's office was wrongly searched. I yield back.
Gentleman yields back for purposes. The gentlelady from Pennsylvania seek recognition.
To strike the last word.
Gentlelady's recognized.
Thank you,